Hi, for today's teardown, this little box of Soviet aircraft electronics, unknown use. You can see it is just a little box, quite boring, quite dirty, with two plugs, but in fact the inside is quite interesting, if I remember correctly. So it is made of two U-shaped covers, one at the bottom, one at the top, on the front and back covers, grounding terminal here on the two plugs. This one looks like we have golden contacts inside. So I will undo the screws and we'll see what we have inside. Okay, if I leave this cover, we have some wirings. We have all at the bottom of the case a transformer and a cute little capacitor in a metal case, metal can. But the most interesting is on these PCBs. If I remember how to remove them, it looks like they are bolted to the back. So we have connectors here so they can be removed. So I will try to access them either way. Yes, little standoff here and long screw, and one other standoff that just fails when you remove the screw. It is very convenient, and it just bolts into prisoner nut here, captive nut on the back piece. But as you can see already, there is something another one on this board. It is here. Here we are. So they can be unplugged like so, very easily. You can see this cutout height here allows to free this piece here. So first, at the bottom of this box, what do we have? We have two connectors for the two boards mounted on this metal piece here. Quite nice, very sturdy. We have a wire, the back of the two round plugs on the wires. We have, as always, a green paint coated transformer. And we have this little capacitor here, very nice quality, 0.25 microfarad, Detcon 1977. It is on its own little piece of board, just for himself, and he is quite proud of it. So, and you can see how the case is assembled together. Just everything can be unscrewed, but it will not be necessary, I guess, to take it apart further. So, on this PCB, first this one is quite boring. We have one tantalum capacitor, one sealed capacitor with glass insulations at the ends, 4 diodes, more of these square capacitors, and this thing is probably a little relay. Also what seems to be here a wire wound resistor, maybe. Okay, and you can see how they did label each one of the components with a little cutout in order to accommodate the weird shape of the capacitor. On the connector here we have a very nice factory logo. Look, it looks like how to say this, cometa in Russian, or some asteroid, something like so, or maybe even a landing UFO with 4 legs. And that code of February 1977. Okay, so the second board has a very interesting thing here, which is mounted into some kind of heat sink. So first the other parts, we have one more sealed capacitor, resistors, capacitor, sealed capacitor, the same connector, and we have this thing, which is some kind of translucent. We can more or less see inside, but here at least you can see very well the model number USS-2, serial 3, or version 3 maybe. This may be a part of serial number, and it is completely sealed, so it is attached from the back, as you can see, with 2 screws, but removing it should require to undo these solder joints, and I guess I will not see much more. You can see some round parts inside, so I guess it is potted. In fact, it is a block of potting material, and you cannot it should be destructive to try to open it. We can see some kind of aluminium foil inside. It is very weird. How many contacts do we have on this thing? We have 8 contacts. And this kind of heatsink is really made specially for it, it seems. Quite interesting. I have no clue what we have here. I guess it is a circuit board at the base. Yes, we can more or less guess here at this level some flat piece, so it must be a circuit board in this with components on this, soldered on this, and everything is potted. So it must probably dissipate some heat, so maybe we have a transistor or something. Maybe we have a thermal link at the bottom to allow the heat to escape. It is a really unusual thing. So it was a nice little surprise, in fact, in this box, because usually you always get the same stuff inside the box you get. In fact, it can be quite boring, but sometimes you find something unexpected, and which is very special. So it is quite nice. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye bye.